Hello everybody and welcome to An Hour a Day. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I recently finished Super Mario Sunshine and I thought, who doesn't love a tier list? So I'm going to be ranking every single stage in Super Mario Sunshine. Enjoy. Okay, here we are. This is all of the stages. I've included Delfino Plaza. Not technically a stage, but it feels like one. There's a lot of shines and blue coins and whatnot you can get. So I put it on there. Now, I have done a few rankings myself already. A bit more methodical rankings. First off, I'm just going to rank on vibes. Like, which of these areas do I like best? Simply put, let me see. I actually quite like the hub. I've spent a lot of time there. I love just roaming about. A rank, solid, why not? Okay, and then we've got Bianco Hills. First stage of the game. I don't hate it, I don't love it. Right in the middle. Whack it in B. Now we have Rico Harbour. Again, this is not as strong as the others. I'd put it lower down, honestly. Don't know if it's D or C. I'm gonna put it there for now. Gelato Beach. I think that falls there as well, honestly. Pina Park, straight there. Okay, Noki Bay. Noki Bay. I don't like Noki Bay on vibes alone, honestly. If anything, I'd put Noki Bay here. Gelato Beach there. Serena Beach. That's got to be an A tier. And Pianta, I would drop it in B. So there we go. Very quick, fast-paced ranking, I know. But this is just the vibes. This is kind of where I'd throw, I think, just off vibes. Now, I have done somewhat of a breakdown. So I ranked their soundtracks. I listened to them all beforehand, and this is the way that I would rank them. On a scale of 1 to 10, Bianco Hills got a 10. Absolute vibes, so that goes up to there. Delfino Plaza, also at 10. It was really hard for me to rank these because there's no bad music, really. So I had to be pretty strict with some of them. Pina Park got a 9. So I'll put 9 in A. 10 is S rank, like perfect, I wouldn't change it. Pina Park, I love it, but it can get a bit monotonous, repetitive, whatever. Any song can if you listen to it enough, but that one especially, I feel. Rico Harbour got 7, which is pretty solid, honestly. I'd give that a B tier. Okay, Gelato Beach got 6. Also B, I'd say, just below. Serena Beach got 5. Now it's very vibey, very chill, and it is a different song in the hotel to outside. Also still kind of vibey and chill. But again, if you're playing a game, it's just going to send you to sleep. You want something a bit more upbeat. Noki Bay got 5 as well. So that's next to it. And then at 4, Pianta Village. So yeah, this is how the rankings stood. Rico Harbour was above Gelato Beach though. Let me correct that real quick. Yeah, that's the rankings. So these two were both on par. Which one would I like more? I'd probably put Plaza above Hills just because of pure nostalgia. And I'm probably happy with Serena Beach over Noki Bay. So that's the soundtrack rankings. Just like that. Okay, now we have the actual design of the levels themselves. So at the top we have Pina Park in S rank with a score of 10. On its own, because next is Serena Beach with a score of 9. Pianta Village got 8. can explain these a bit actually. So Peanut Park, design-wise, you've got the little beach outside the front, the cannon, the flowers, you go in through the gates, all the amusements. There's so much going on, so much to explore, so much to interact with. It's all fun, good vibes. Serena Beach, you got that nice chill sunset vibe on the beach. You can run around, there are little huts, there's all sorts. You go into the hotel, big lobby. It's a literal hotel, there's rooms everywhere, there's a casino, all very cool. Pianta Village I gave 8. It's quite unique looking. The massive trees, the big one in the middle is the main attraction really, but there are the other ones around the side as well. The little mushrooms that are everywhere, just the unique structures themselves. There's the sauna area towards the back. The bit underneath the stage where you can climb. Again, all very cool and unique, so I gave that an 8. And then Delfino Plaza got a 7. Like I said, I do love just rocking around the plaza, the little hub world. It's pretty fun. Liked chilling there. Overall good vibes. There's the boats going around, the little islands. You know, it's okay. I like it. I like it. Noki Bay also at 7. I feel like this is generous for Noki Bay, honestly, because it does annoy me sometimes, the actual stage. But it is unique. There are these big shell-looking things, the platforms on the water, the secrets built into the walls, all sorts going on. So Noki Bay got a score of 7. Bianco Hills got a score of 5. Now, I did have this higher originally, because there's nothing wrong with Bianco Hills. It's very chill. That's the problem, it's just a little bit too chill when it comes to design. You're just walking around, there's a big windmill on a hill, there's a little village area, a couple of trees, some water. It's just very normal, you know, nothing to write home about. Gelato Beach also got a 5. This one here, again, not too much going on for it. It's a beach, there are trees, there's a little coral reef, there's the hut area. There are the sun pad things, I don't know what they're called. They look like solar panels, I guess, yeah. They look like solar panels. Yeah, there's those, there's the big sandbird thing. Overall, not too bad. And Rico Harbour at the bottom with a score of 3. Now, the actual stage itself, it just looks like a bunch of... I'll get there, bear with me. It looks like a bunch of scaffolding, that's the word I'm looking for. There's like a couple of boats, a little bit of land with some buildings that you can't go in or do anything with. So overall, the stage design, not great for Rico Harbour. So that's how the final rankings come in for the stage design. Again, Peanut Park doing pretty good. Serena Beach, I always loved this stage as a kid, and honestly, I still like it, but the levels, not so much. And that's our next ranking, the levels. So, with a score of 10, at the top of the list, Peanut Park. Didn't see that coming, did you? So, when I was making these, I got up the list of the levels so I could remind myself of what they were, just read through, and Peanut Park has some pretty strong levels. Like, here they are here, all of the levels. Peanut Park, Mecha Bowser, Beach Cannon Secret, Red Coins, all of that stuff. We're not going to go through everyone because that would take forever. I'm just trying to explain my reasoning a bit. So yeah, the Mecha Bowser and the popping the balloons, those are both very fun levels. The secret levels are great. Again, I'll have a separate ranking with all the secret levels. But just the actual cannon on the beach is cool. Getting the Yoshi into the roundabout, love that. The red coins, fine, great. Nothing wrong with it. Rico Harbour got an 8. so I'd give that an A tier. Where is it? Right there. Mainly, the thing that boosts Ricco Harbour's levels up so much is the blooper surfing. I love the blooper surfing, it's fun. And there are 2 levels for blooper surfing. You fight the squid guy twice, and I'd say he's one of the more interesting bosses to fight. And what else is there? There's the Shadow Mario, of course, the Cage Shine Sprite, and not sure what else, but whatever. It got an 8. That's all you need to know. And something else also got an 8, and it's already right there next to it, Sirena Beach. So Sirena Beach's levels, you've got the Manta Ray fight in the first one, then you've got Lobby Secret with the ghosts, you have to climb them up into the secret level, and then you've got the Yoshi, I believe, where you have to eat the ghost and then get the secret shine by pounding the ground. You've got all kinds of things, it's a lot of mysterious vibes going on. I like it overall. Okay, next Bianca Hills with a score of 7. So I put that just at the top of B. Again, levels, there's nothing crazy going on there. You fight the Gloopy Monster stage 1, then PT Piranha, then you've got the Hillside Secret, and then there's red coins off the village, then PT Piranha Strikes Back, then you've got the Dirty Lake, Shadow Mario, red coins. Again, I was thinking, I was like, you know what, I kind of like it, but I don't love it. So 7 felt good. Gelato Beach is coming in next with a score of 6. That would go right next to Bianca Hills. Now there are some good levels here, some bad levels. I was thinking about them. Good levels, Sandbird, pretty fun honestly. But again, is that a secret level? Not kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure if that would count as a secret level or whether it's just a normal one. I guess you get teleported, so it would be a secret level, but you keep your flood. So maybe that breaks the rules a little bit. The watermelon, it's not the best level, let's be honest. A lot of trials and tribulation in that one. The red coins of the coral reef, boring. I struggled to see the coins. You're just swimming around very slowly, not great. The slamming the cataquacks off of the thing, that's cool, don't mind that. The actual Wiggler fight itself, I liked that, pretty good, unique. Other than that, not much going on. Noki Bay got a 5. And that's mainly, I liked some of the levels, don't get me wrong, it was higher on the list, but 3 of the levels in Noki Bay use underwater. There's collecting red coins, there's the dentist boss, and then there's collecting red coins again as the fish. And underwater with the jetpack thing, it's so slow and awkward to control. That really bumped it down, but it got a 5, so it's middle of the run. Next, Delfino Plaza. Again, I love Delfino Plaza as an area, and it scored 4, sorry, so it gets D. I love it as a hub area, like just running around, exploring, doing whatever I feel like. But it doesn't really have levels to it. Like, you can clean the bell and get a shine, you can shoot the golden bird and get a shine, you can get thrown through a window and get a shine. Now there are secret levels, which I'm doing in a separate ranking, so I haven't really counted that so much. But even if I did count the secret levels of Delfino Plaza, it would actually hurt its ranking because the secret levels in Delfino Plaza suck. They are not fun. But I do love Delfino Plaza, so I felt like this was dragging its ranking down, but it can't really be helped because I'm ranking the stages overall and all these separate things, and the levels are a very important factor. And Delfino Plaza doesn't have levels, it's mainly a hub area. So unfortunately it does harm its ranking, but I still love Delfino Plaza, don't get me wrong. And last, and certainly least, Pianta Village. And the reason I've got Pianta Village at the very bottom is because the levels just sound very fun. You'll know if you watched my series. There's the Goopy Inferno level, it takes flood away, lava everywhere, you have to go underground. If you don't know where you're going, you're just dead. Great. Okay. What else have we got? We got Chain Chomps, and then Chain Chomps again. Okay. We got people that are stuck in lava, you gotta save them. Oh wow, very fun. Piantissimo race. I don't mind the race. I actually find the races quite fun. And then there's the secret level, and then there's the fluff one where you just have to get to the top of the tree and then go over. It's boring. It's boring. Overall, Pianta Village. Boo. So, we've now looked at the soundtrack design and levels. I scored all of them out of 10, and now I have a total list. Pina Park, out of 30, scored 29. Almost perfect. The only thing that let it down a little bit was the soundtrack. I gave it 9 instead of 10. The soundtrack is great, don't get me wrong. You know what, I might even just bump it up again. It's 30. It's 30, I don't care. Pina Park, perfect. Best level. Nothing wrong with it. Coming in at second, big jump from 30 to 22 is Serena Beach. So Serena Beach, right here, 22. Again, I always liked this as a kid, so there is a sense of nostalgia there. But playing through it again more recently, especially when I was going for the blue coins, it was pretty miserable, man. So that lets it down a bit. I didn't really account for the blue coins in this. If I did, Pina Park still 10 out of 10, perfect. Because I got them all without looking them up. Whereas most of the other stages, I had to look them up. And Serena Beach, there were so many like, what? I would never have found that. Blue coins. Anyway, Serena Beach coming in at 22. Next, we have Bianca Hills, also 22. So we've got a tie. Now, I do have to decide which one of these I like more. And the blue coins really does let Serena Beach down. But since I've not factored those in, I would probably put it above Bianca Hills. Bianca Hills also had a few blue coins that I struggled to find. So they're roughly on par anyway. But if one of them had to pip the other one, Serena Beach takes it. Okay, next up, Delfino Plaza. With a score, a very respectable score honestly, of 21. Now, when you take into account that it got only a 4 when it comes to levels, 21 just underneath Serena Beach and Bianca Hills is very strong. The design and soundtrack really bumped it up. Overall, I loved the hub area, so I'm very happy with the ranking. If anything, I would like to put it higher, but again, that levels factor brings it down a bit. Next up, we have Rico Harbor at 18. Rico Harbor, honestly, could have broken the A tier if only it had better level design. Because the level design only got a 3, but the levels and the soundtrack, both great. So there's Rico Harbor at 18. Next, we've got another tie. Gelato Beach and Noki Bay both sitting at 17. Now, if I had to put one of these above the other, Gelato Beach takes it. Design-wise, Noki Bay is more interesting. Soundtracks, I believe I preferred Gelato Beach. I would have to double check. I did prefer Gelato Beach, not by much, just 1 point in it. So it's mainly the levels and design, and I do prefer the levels of Gelato Beach. Now, the outliers here, the level that I apparently dislike the most, which doesn't feel like the case because I don't really dislike any of these levels. But the bottom of the list, with a score of 16 out of 30, is Pianta Village. Now, again, I already spoke how I didn't care for the levels, none of them were that great. The level design, it did score quite highly in, pretty good, unique. Soundtrack, I also think it got the lowest. Yeah, so soundtrack and levels, it only scored 4. So the design really did bump it up, but not enough for it to break that C tier. So this is the final list, everything considered. So it's a little bit different to my vibes list. I should have kept the vibe list so we could compare it. I'll do that for you in editing, but for me, looking at it now, I can only see the current list. I think it's actually not miles off of my vibes list. I'd have to check. I think Delfino Plaza would have gone higher. Serena Beach and Pina Park are both high because I like them. Everything else, I don't know where I put them. Anyway, that's my final rankings. I'd love to know what you thought, so tell me down below how you would change the rankings. And I'll see you next time with another one perhaps. I like doing these, I like watching them. Who doesn't like a tier list? Anyway, if you made it this far into the video, then thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, if you could like, comment and subscribe, that'd be very much appreciated. I'll see you next time with another one. For now, I must bid thee adieu. Goodbye.